Welcome. In this video, we'll explore how to set up Windows networking systems, focusing on both workgroup and Active Directory domain setups. Whether you're managing a small office or a larger organization, understanding these systems is crucial for efficient resource sharing and security. We'll start with the basics, explain key differences, and then walk through step-by-step guides for both configuration. By the end, you'll know how to connect users, share files and printers, and manage users and groups. Let's get started by understanding what a Windows workgroup is and how it differs from a domain system. Windows Workgroup is a simple peer-to-peer local area network setup. In this system, each computer manages its own users, passwords, and security settings. There's no central server, every machine is equal. This makes workgroups ideal for small offices or home networks where you want to share files or printers without complex infrastructure. Users connect using local usernames and passwords, and each computer is responsible for its own security. This setup is straightforward, cost-effective, and easy to manage for small environments. Let's compare Windows Workgroup and Active Directory domain systems. In a workgroup, there's no central control, each PC is independent. User accounts are created separately on each computer and security is basic. It's best for small networks. In contrast, a domain uses a central server called a domain controller. User accounts and security policies are managed centrally, allowing users to log in from any computer in the network. Domains are scalable and offer advanced security, making them suitable for larger organizations. Think of a workgroup as neighbors in separate houses, while a domain is like an apartment building with a single manager. Now let's walk through configuring a Windows workgroup for 6 users on Windows 10. The process is straightforward and doesn't require a server. First, you'll open System Settings, access the computer name settings, and change the workgroup name. Repeat this on all 6 computers, ensuring they all use the same workgroup name. Next, create local user accounts for each user on their respective computers. This way, each person has their own login credential. Finally, make sure all PCs are connected to the same network and set their network profiles to private for secure sharing. Begin, right-click on this PC and select Properties, then click on Advanced System Settings. Under the Computer Name tab, click Change. This is where you'll set or update the workgroup name for your computer. It's important to use the same workgroup name for all 6 computers to ensure they can communicate and share resources. After making changes, you'll need to restart each computer for the settings to take effect. This step lays the foundation for your workgroup network. The computer name dialog, select workgroup and type a name such as Office WG. Click OK and restart the computer. Repeat this process on all 6 computers, ensuring each one joins the same workgroup. This step is crucial because it allows all the computers to recognize each other as part of the same network group. Once completed, your 6 computers are now part of a single, unified workgroup, ready for resource sharing. For each computer, open Settings and go to Accounts, then Family and Other Users. Click Add someone else to this PC. Choose I don't have this person's sign-in information, then add a user without a Microsoft account. Create usernames for each of the 6 users, such as User 1 through User 6. This ensures everyone has their own login and can access shared resources securely. Repeat this process on each computer for all users. Make sure all 6 computers are connected to the same Wi-Fi or LAN. Open Control Panel, go to Network and Sharing Center and set the network profile to private. This step is essential for enabling secure file and printer sharing within your workgroup. When all computers are on the same network and profile, they can easily discover and communicate with each other, making collaboration seamless. Go to Control Panel, open Network and Sharing Center and click on Change Advanced Sharing Settings. Turn on Network Discovery and File and Printer Sharing. This allows all computers in the workgroup to see each other and share files or printers. With these settings enabled, your workgroup is now fully functional, and users can start collaborating by sharing resources across the network. Share files, right-click the folder you want to share and select Properties. Go to the Sharing tab and click Advanced Sharing. Check Share this folder, then set permission levels. Choose Read to allow viewing or Change to allow editing. Make sure file and printer sharing is enabled in Network and Sharing Center. On another workgroup computer, press Windows plus R, type // computer name and open the shared folder. Now any of the 6 users can access shared files easily. Share a printer, first install it on one computer. Go to Settings, then Devices and add the printer, make sure it works. Next, select the installed printer, click Manage and open Printer Properties. In the Sharing tab, check Share this printer and give it a simple name like Office Printer. On another workgroup computer, open Run, type // computer name, right-click the shared printer and click Connect. Now, all 6 users can print using the shared network printer. Moving on to larger networks, let's discuss Windows Active Directory domain. Active Directory, AD, is a directory service used in medium and large organizations to centrally manage users, computers, groups, and security policies. It relies on a domain controller, which stores all login information and controls access across the network. Users can log in from any computer using their domain account, and administrators can enforce settings and security rules across all devices. This centralized approach is powerful for managing complex environments. For installing Active Directory, ensure your Windows Server 2022 has a static IP address. This is crucial because the server will act as the core of your network and its address must remain constant. Set a static IP such as 192.168.110 to avoid connectivity issues later. With this in place, you're ready to begin the installation process for Active Directory domain services. Log into Windows Server 2022. The Server Manager dashboard appears automatically. Click Manage at the top right, then select Add Roles and Features. This opens a wizard that guides you through the installation. Click Next on the initial screen. You're about to add a major function or role to your server, which is the first step in transforming it into a domain controller. On the installation type screen, select Role-Based or Feature-Based Installation. This is the standard method for adding new functions to your server. It means you're installing the role directly onto the server you're working on. Click Next to proceed. This step ensures you're setting up the server for its new responsibilities as a domain controller. On the server selection screen, your current server will be highlighted. Simply click Next. This step confirms which server you're installing the new role on. Since you're likely working with a single server, this choice is straightforward. Now you're ready to select the specific role you want to add. Scroll through the list of server roles and find Active Directory Domain Services. Check the box next to it. A pop-up will appear listing extra features required for ADDS. Click Add Features, then click Next. By selecting this role, you're preparing the server to become the central authentication point for your network. On the features screen, you don't need to add anything extra, just click Next. The necessary features for Active Directory Domain Services are already selected. This keeps the installation process simple and focused on what's essential for your domain setup. The next screen provides information about Active Directory Domain Services. It explains what ADDS does and how it will help manage your network. Take a moment to read through, then click Next. This step ensures you understand the role you're about to install and its impact on your server. At the confirmation screen, review what's about to be installed. You can check the box to restart the server automatically if required. Click Install and wait for the progress bar to finish. When the installation succeeds, do not close the window yet. The server is now ready for the next step, promotion to a domain controller. After installation, look for a yellow warning flag in Server Manager. Click it, then select Promote this server to a domain controller. This opens the Setup wizard where you'll define your new domain. This is the critical step that transforms your server into the central authority for your network. In the wizard, select Add a new forest under Deployment Configuration. Enter a root domain name such as mydomain.local. This creates a new independent Active Directory structure for your organization. Click Next to proceed. This step establishes the foundation for your domain and all future network management. Choose the domain functional level such as Windows Server 2022. Set a strong directory services restore mode DSRM password and confirm it. This password is vital for emergency recovery if your server encounters issues. Click Next to continue. This step ensures your domain is secure and ready for advanced features. The wizard may warn you about DNS delegation. This is normal for a new setup. Click Next. The system will auto-generate a NetBIOS name, usually based on your domain name. Leave it as is and click Next. These settings ensure compatibility with both modern and older systems on your network. You'll be asked where to store the Active Directory database and log files. The default locations are recommended for most setups. Click Next to continue. Keeping these files in their default locations simplifies management and troubleshooting in the future. Review all your choices on the summary screen. Click Next, and the wizard will run a prerequisites check to ensure everything is ready. If you see a green checkmark, you're good to go. Click Install to finalize the configuration. The server will reboot automatically and your Active Directory domain will be ready. After rebooting, you'll log in as mycompany/administrator instead of the local server administrator. Your server is now the central authority for user authentication and resource management in your network. This marks the successful setup of your Active Directory domain. Role-based or feature-based installation is the standard way to add major functions to a Windows server. When you choose this option, you're telling the system to install a primary role like Active Directory or a supporting feature directly onto the server you're working on. Think of it as installing the engine in a car. It's essential for the server's new responsibilities. Server role defines what the server does for your network. For example, installing the Active Directory Domain Services role turns your server into the security guard and phone book for your entire company. It manages logins and keeps track of all users and computers, ensuring secure and organized network operations. Features are secondary tools that support the main server role. They aren't the primary function but are often required for the main role to work properly. For example, when you install Active Directory, certain features are automatically added, like giving the security guard a walkie-talkie and a uniform to do their job effectively. Promoting the server to a domain controller is the activation step. Installing ADDS is like building a library, but promoting the server is the grand opening, putting books on shelves and setting up rules. This step transforms your server into the active domain controller that manages your network's authentication and security. Forest is the highest level in Active Directory. When you select Add a new forest, you're creating a brand new independent structure for your organization. It's like building a new kingdom from scratch with its own rules and boundaries. This is the foundation for all domains and resources within your network. The root domain name is the core identity of your new forest. It's like the capital city of your kingdom. For private networks, use a name ending in local, such as mydomain.local. This name becomes the central reference point for all users and resources in your Active Directory environment. Domain functional level determines which advanced features are available in your domain. It's based on the oldest version of Windows Server you plan to use as a domain controller. Setting it to the latest version enables all new features but restricts adding older servers. Choose the highest level possible for new environments. DSRM password is a critical security measure. It allows you to access a special safe mode if your Active Directory becomes corrupted or fails. Think of it as the master key for emergency repairs. Always set a strong password and keep it in a secure place, as losing it could prevent you from recovering your server. NetBIOS domain name is a shorter legacy name for your domain, used by older systems and applications. It's usually the first part of your root domain name in uppercase. For example, mydomain.local becomes mycompanY. This ensures compatibility with older technologies that may still be in use. For final installation, the wizard runs a prerequisites check. This is like a pilot's pre-flight checklist, ensuring all settings and configurations are correct. If everything passes, you'll see a green checkmark and can proceed with installation. Warnings may appear in yellow, but errors in red must be resolved before continuing. Once Active Directory is running, you'll need to create users and groups. This is done using the Active Directory Users and Computers (ADUC) tool. Organizing users and groups properly is essential for efficient management and security. Let's start by creating an organizational unit (OU) to keep things tidy. From Server Manager, click Tools and select Active Directory Users and Computers. Right-click your domain name, go to New, then Organizational Unit. Give it a clear name like Company Users. This creates a dedicated folder for your users and groups, making management much easier as your organization grows. Right-click the new organizational unit, select New, then Group. Enter a group name such as Sales Team. Keep the group scope as global and the group type as security. This group can now be used to assign permissions to multiple users at once, streamlining access management. Right-click the organizational unit again, select New, then User. Fill in the user's details such as first name, last name, and user logon name. Set a password and choose whether the user must change it at next logon. This creates a digital identity for the person, allowing them to log into any computer on the domain. To add a user to a group, double-click the group, go to the Members tab and click Add. Type the username and click Check Names. Alternatively, double-click the user, go to Member of, and add the group. This ensures the user inherits all permissions assigned to the group, simplifying access control. To recap, you organize users with organizational units, create groups for assigning permissions, create user accounts for each person, and add users to groups. This structure makes it easy to manage access and security across your organization, ensuring everyone has the right permissions for their role. Whether you're using a workgroup or an Active Directory domain, following best practices is key. Always use strong passwords, keep your systems updated, and regularly back up important data. For larger organizations, centralize management with Active Directory. For small teams, a workgroup may be sufficient. Choose the setup that fits your needs and scale as your organization grows. You've now learned how to set up both Windows Workgroup and Active Directory domain systems, configure users, share files and printers, and manage groups. With this knowledge, you can build a secure and efficient network tailored to your organization's needs. Continue exploring advanced features as your network grows, and always prioritize security and organization in your setup.